Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste.
Damn, guys.
Man, what is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody, man? How the hell is everybody doing? And welcome to another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 222 of the podcast, man, as currently fixing Bell's mistakes, per usual. Fucking up my camera, as always, never fails. Yes, this is episode 222 of the news, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Notorious podcast. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. And yeah, man, with that, how's everybody doing? And if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every Monday we're on here after Monday Night Raw with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday at 4 p.m. Central we are on here with the news as well as the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW. We are live directly after the show goes off the air. If you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, that is how WWE turned Rhea Ripley's injury into one of the best returns on WWE television all year, being that the story that they added behind her return, literally since she got injured, has been immaculate. You guys can now watch that. That is episode 203 of Unscripted on all platforms, as well as the Money in the Bank review, live on all platforms, man. That's Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Monday for Notorious Unscripted, man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That's bonfire.com. Links at the top of the description of this very video, man, where you get all 8 of these beautiful, beautiful designs and more available on the merch shop. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, you see him, man. He's smiling. He's cheesing. He's getting to it. It's my man, Sir K. How the hell are you, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm
Really?
doing good. Yes. Weekend finally came, man. We're at the Friday. I was gonna say the Monday show. We're at the Friday show. I'm excited, and yeah, man, it's been a pretty alright week. And I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun day, and it's gonna be a good day, man. It's gonna be a good day. I can't wait. But everything's been going good, man. Everything's been going good. Just going, man. Just going. But like like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat? How's everyone doing in the replay? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Just excited. Excited yet nervous for the month. So yeah, that's basically about it going on over here, man. But yeah, man. I mean, nothing too much, dude. Nothing too much overall. So yeah, man. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. But yes, as Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante? Logan Bell. Whether you guys are here now or a part of the replay Mafia, man. JT, JB. How the hell are you guys? And thank you guys for being here as always, man. As I forgot to refer to her as my biggest hater, Belle. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, man. Like I said on Monday, man, I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but I don't know if you guys caught the Monday show. If you didn't, it's available on all platforms. Yes, got a big month, got an interesting month coming up here, and going into August. So it's going to be interesting. Very excited. But yeah, man. Man, we got a lot of news here today for you guys, man. But man, we're going to start you guys off with this news here about Stephanie Vaquer. And man, Bell says it in the comments, bro, but bro, I haven't seen AEW fans lose their mind like this in a minute.
They're hoping so hard, man. They're so fucking pissed.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, they're pretty upset people right now, man. They're pretty upset people here in the IWC, man. They are, yeah, they're losing their marbles. And overall, man, I don't really understand it, and we'll get to it, man. But we got a ton of news on Stephanie Vaquer, man. We got news on the reaction, I guess, of her leaving CMLL and New Japan, the reaction of her going to WWE, the reaction from AEW. We got news on why she went to WWE, man. We got news on it all. And that's what we're going to start you guys off with, bro. But we do, like I said, man, we do got a ton of news here today, man. We got news on Samoa Joe. We got news on Jamie Hayter, man, the Motor City Machine Guns, Ishii. We got news on WWE announcing Bad Blood, man, Survivor Series this year, man. We got a bunch of news. But like I said, bro, we're going to start you guys off with this Stephanie Vaquer news. So the first thing we heard in this saga before everything went downhill for the AEW elitists, the markout demons, as I call them, Stephanie Vaquer, according to Record Mexico, Stephanie Vaquer has been offered deals by both WWE and AEW. So that's obviously the first piece of news. That's about as chill as it gets in terms of the Stephanie Vaquer news before things hit the fan for the markout demons. So we first heard that, okay? Then that was at about 4 o'clock 5 days ago. Okay, so on April 7th. So I believe that would be Sunday. Then, as of Wednesday, we get the news by Record Mexico again. Stephanie Vaquer will be joining the WWE on a multi-year contract. According to a source close to the negotiations, there were several negotiations between WWE and AEW, and they both presented their best offers to try to convince her. So, again, like I said, this is where things kind of completely went south. This is where the AEW fans absolutely started to fucking piss their pants because Stephanie Vaquer decided to up and leave and go to WWE instead of signing with AEW, which a lot of people, again, I did not hear of Stephanie Vaquer until her program with Mercedes Moné. Then going into Forbidden Door, I was on the review, and I think a lot of people felt this way, saying she had a great match with Mercedes. She kind of, sort of out-wrestled Mercedes, if we're being 100% honest. And that is what AEW fans were saying. But yeah, when, again, man, I just found out about Stephanie Vaquer, man. I thought that she would want to, I thought she would end up in AEW, to be honest, being that, again, she had the tie with CMLL. You know, I feel like that's what a lot of people expected. I feel like a lot of people expected her to stay in AEW. And again, I literally just found out about Stephanie Vaquer, I think with all of us. And I was pleasantly surprised with what I seen.
No, definitely. That was my first time watching her, and I thought she was really fucking good, man. She put on one of the best matches of that night. And I was like, yo, she's really good. And, you know, she, like you said, she's per CML and whatnot. I fully expected her to sign with AEW. It was shocking. I'm happy, but it was shocking.
Definitely, man. Yeah, like we were saying, man, it almost seemed like a bit of a no-brainer for Stephanie to go ahead and go on over to, you know, AEW because of all the stuff and whatnot. But yeah, man. So she is moving on to WWE, man. We had Shawn Michaels. Yes, Logan, we can see your comments.
Yes.
You got Shawn Michaels, bro, tweeting out, you know, welcoming Stephanie Vaquer to the family, welcoming her to NXT, and it looks like she will be reporting to Orlando effective immediately. And like, you know, like Bella is saying, it seems like she had some personal stuff going on, I guess. So I'm sure maybe that had to play a factor in it. In her up and leave, and not her going to WWE, because she could have just went to AEW if she needed a break from Mexico as well. But the break from Mexico type thing, I could definitely see that playing into her wanting to just up and leave and go to an American based promotion. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure we all know that, you know, either AEW or WWE would have definitely offered her something a little bit better than from what CMLL has had, or I'm sure was paying her, and CMLL has been known, I guess, to. I was hearing that CMLL actually does kind of honor talents' contracts if they want to just up and leave out of them. If they do have a offer from either, you know, in a bigger promotion in, you know, in the States or whatever. But yeah, man, it looks like Stephanie Vaquer, bro. Before we talk about the reactions, man, what is how are you feeling about Stephanie coming on into WWE?
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. She's a great talent, and I'm excited to see her go to the WWE and NXT. I think she could be great. Um, and I think this just really improves an already great women's division, man. I'm excited. I think it's a good choice.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree, man. I agree. I think that you know, I think especially with Triple H's mindset on wanting to give out more international talent, you know, obviously I don't think Stephanie can speak much English. I don't think. I could be wrong. Her and Mercedes didn't really do any promo battles on the way to Forbidden Door. I don't know if the reason being is that she doesn't speak much English, but I mean, in this day and age, bro, you know, you can always put her with a manager. We can, you know, you can always make that kind of thing work.
Hmm.
So I don't think that would be much of a problem, to be honest. I mean, it could. I could. I mean, it could. I mean, if you look at, you know, I mean, if you look at guys like Dragon Lee and whatnot, you know, he doesn't really get used much. But I mean, then again, you look at guys like Andrade, and I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about back in NXT. You know, guy couldn't speak English, but it wasn't much of a problem because he had Zelina Vega. You know, he had Zelina Vega with him, and he absolutely made it work. So WWE, you know, isn't really known to make. They're, you know, guys and girls that don't speak English, do they have problems in WWE? Yes. But is it something that WWE can't fix? No. I think just for guys like, I mean, you look at Andrade now, or you look at a guy like Dragon Lee, and you know, it's a problem because WWE doesn't make their issues better. You know what I mean? With
Hmm.
Andrade, literally all they have to do is put the guy back with fucking Zelina Vega, and I think he'll be fine. And I think if you book him good and you book him as a legit talent, like I said, you put him back with Zelina Vega, I honestly think the guy will be fine. I think the guy would be fine, man. But I don't know if Stephanie speaks English or not. You know, I think that's something WWE is going to want her to get better at, obviously.
Hmm.
But overall, if WWE wants to make her a star, they can make her a star. They can. They did it with Andrade. They did it with Andrade back in the day. It's just a matter of nowadays. It just seems like they don't want to do it. They don't want to do it, man. And yeah, so it's something that could be a problem, and it's something that does worry me for her, as it does worry me for like Julia and whatnot. It worries me for kind of all these people, but it's it, like I said, man, it's really up to WWE on if they want to you know, present her in that fact, or if they want to make it a problem, because it doesn't always have to be a problem, but sometimes WWE makes it a problem to where their language barrier does hold them back, bro. But as for her going to NXT, I think I obviously, I mean, does she need NXT? No, right? But does she need NXT in the fact of you know, getting used to the production and getting familiar with the WWE audience. Yes. Like I said, does she need NXT in terms of, her in-ring readiness? Not at all. But I definitely think she could use NXT in terms of just getting familiar with the WWE audience, man, getting in that feeder system and, rising, I guess, up the ranks of NXT and whatnot, man. I think that is definitely something that she can use, but I guarantee you, man, she's going to be one of these people that we're all going to want out of NXT within the year. Yeah, within the year.
100%.
Exactly. I mean, it's been the same way with Roxanne Perez literally ever since she walked into NXT. Everybody was like, man, they got to get her on the main roster because she's so fucking good. So I definitely, and it's going to be the same way with Julia as well. Everybody's going to see Julia, and we're already immediately going to want her in NXT, man. So yeah, man. And then, like Bell says too, I mean, I'm sure the move to Orlando is stressful enough. We're not really going to want Stephanie on the road 24/7.
Exactly.
While
She's
she's
getting used to a new place.
Yep. Exactly. But I'm excited for her in WWE, man. I'm excited for her in NXT, and I think that she will be I think that she's going to do great, and like I said, I think she's going to be one of these women that we immediately want to rush out the door because of how good she is. And she's going to if you don't know who she is, you're going to know who she is very very soon, man, cuz she's very very good. Definitely, man. So, what was the reaction to Stephanie Vaquer leaving CMLL, New Japan, kind of walking out on, I guess, the AEW, because everybody, seemed to, think it was a foregone conclusion, including myself, that she would probably be AEW bound, as Tony Khan does have the New Japan and CMLL DLC packs readily available to him. Well, it seems like Stephanie was not included in the DLC pack, as according to Wrestling Observer Radio, both CMLL and New Japan were very upset over Stephanie Vaquer's abrupt departure from Mexico. CMLL was very upset because of what happened, and also they had never been targeted in this way by the WWE. When Vaquer gave her notice, the idea was for her, to come to San Jose and drop the title. She didn't want to do that, as she was just stripped of her championships. New Japan was very upset because when they first announced the Fantastic Mania show in San Jose, Vaquer was in the first batch of people announced for the show, and they had advertised her for months. As for AEW, they were not happy because they did want Vaquer, and they made an offer to her, but she went with WWE. That's the place she wanted to go. But when it happened, but how it happened, it was not well received. See, this is something. See, allow me to sound like a markout demon for a second. This is something that I understand from CMLL and New Japan's perspective. I do get it because, again, especially with New Japan, New Japan's very traditional. New Japan is very traditional in terms of, if we advertise you, we want you here, right? If we advertise you for a show, they're very, if they advertise a U.S. I remember they did this a couple years ago with Jon Moxley. He was advertised for a U.S. title match. COVID happened, so he wasn't able to make it. They still have a U.S. title match advertised. They're not taking that away because you can't make it. If you can't make it, they're stripping you of the belt. And there's not going to be an interim champ, nothing like that. They're stripping you of the title altogether. That's it. So I do get it. I do get it from CMLL and New Japan's perspective. We're going to talk about the fans' perspective in a minute, but allow me to speak on the company's perspectives for a minute. CMLL and New Japan, I get it. You know what I mean? But I also get that Stephanie did have personal issues, and if she felt like she just needed to up and leave Mexico, if she felt like that was best for her, that is her decision. That is her decision, and that is, I mean, we are who we are. We make the decisions we make, and if that's what she felt she needed to do, if she felt she needed to get away right now, if she felt there was an opportunity on the table right now that fit best for her in her life, that is her life. And it is not up to fucking big belly, big bearded motherfuckers to tell her what is best for her to do in her life or not. I mean, that's just what that is. But at the end of the day, I do understand just the obligation and the respect of obligations. I do get that. I do get, she was the women's, I believe she was the women's and the tag champ for CMLL. So I get, I get that this is our champ, and we don't want you to just abruptly leave. We would like you to put somebody over, drop the titles on the way out. I get that. But instead, that's not what were able to do. As for AEW, I don't know what the fuck they're mad about. She did not have any dates for them. Again, she didn't have no dates, so I don't understand why they're mad about the way it happened. I mean, bro, she chose WWE over you. I mean, obviously,
obviously be upset and be like, damn, fuck, we didn't get her. But
exactly.
Like, to be mad about it, it's like, bro, Tony, we get it. You're rich. Usually you throw money at it. It happens. It didn't happen this time, man. This is how life works, buddy. So,
yeah, man.
I don't know. It happened to Cody, bro. So it can happen to anybody.
I don't know what the fuck they're mad about. I mean, it's typical in sports. I mean, bro, in sports, sometimes you want to sign somebody, said person doesn't want to sign with you. And again, it's not like she had dates for them. She did not have dates in AEW. She did not have obligations to AEW. She did her Forbidden Door stuff, and that was it. Now, if again they wanted Stephanie, and again it's okay to be like, damn, we didn't get her, but to be mad about the situation and how it wasn't well received, bro, this is CMLL's problem, more than it's yours. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, they have a right to, be a little like, okay, what the fuck? Like, come on, you're our champ. We would have liked for you to do this. But at the end of the day, CMLL didn't force Stephanie to stay and drop the belts. They let it, I'm assuming they let it up to her, and I'm assuming that's why the titles were vacated. But I genuinely don't know what the fuck AEW's mad about. Like you said, it goes back to Tony Khan wanting to get whatever he wants. But sometimes that's not the way the cookie crumbles, man. So Tony wasn't able to get everything he wanted, and I guess that sucks for him, but I genuinely don't know, what he's mad about other than, just missing out on a free agent that obviously sucks. But in terms of being mad about the situation, I genuinely don't know what the fuck they're mad about. But
no, I really don't.
As for the fans, and fans they are, bro. Oh, Lord.
Good God.
The audience, bro. The AEW markout demons. These people have absolutely decided that, I guess this was the end of the world for them, that Stephanie went to WWE over Tony Khan's promotion. Man, I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing everything from, Stephanie wasn't no good anyways, this and that. They're pulling up, highlights of her saying that she wasn't that good as if she's fucking Tonga Loa. And they're pulling up, the images, the old clips of him wrestling in New Japan. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I mean, typical fans, bro, just thinking that they know, I guess, what is best for wrestlers in these situations, and if they don't go to their promotions, then they suck. But if Stephanie were to go to AEW, then they would be saying, man, she's going to be a game changer. How could you not say she's a game changer? She out-wrestled Mercedes, which is the funniest part to me. These were the same people that were literally a week and a half ago, whenever Forbidden Door was, saying, OMG, she just out-wrestled Mercedes. Now she sucks?
Yeah, she sucks and she's horrible and all this, and their matches aren't good. They're trying so hard to cope with the fact, man, and it's just hilarious.
It is absolutely one of the saddest things you can possibly see from an audience, bro. I mean, man, the AEW faithful, faithful are not happy. They're not happy with Stephanie Vaquer at all. And the last story, I think, really rubbed them the wrong way. The last story from Wrestling Observer Newsletter says that several close to the situation said that Stephanie Vaquer didn't seriously consider All Elite Wrestling in her negotiations.
That's foul.
Again, dude, if Stephanie...
She wanted.
Exactly, bro. How the fuck can you tell somebody what to do with their career? And to be 100% honest, in AEW, weren't you guys already saying that there was a renaissance in your women's division? Didn't you say that your AEW division, just a couple months ago when Mercedes came in, didn't you guys just say that, your AEW women's division was the best in the world? So by that logic, what the fuck would you need Stephanie Vaquer for if you guys already felt that your women's division was the best in the world? And see, the crazy thing to me is, I really don't know why you guys are mad, because you guys actually have really good shit going on right now in the women's division. If you guys got to be blind as a fucking bat to say that what happened on Wednesday with Mariah May didn't make that story easily one of the most intriguing things going into All In. And we're going to talk about it on Monday, and I'm getting fucking goosebumps just talking about the turn that happened. You guys got that. You guys have fucking Mercedes, who's playing a really good heel, and she's going up against Britt Baker. We got news on somebody who actually may be returning to your women's division, and Jamie Hayter. And on top of that,
they got people, bro. They have a great women's division.
I was gonna say they also have great side feuds that don't even include a championship in Willow and Chris Statlander. So I really don't understand what the fuck you guys are mad about. I genuinely don't, man. I genuinely don't. I don't think this is the end of the world for you. I really don't. And that's, no disrespect to Stephanie, because I think she's going to do great in WWE. But in all honesty, in AEW, she would have been like their first women's Rent-A-Lucha. That's
100%.
She wasn't going to do much in AEW anyway. So I really don't understand what the fuck you guys are mad about. And then I see people genuinely arguing. She should have went to she should have went to AEW because WWE doesn't know how to book and present stars, or something along those lines.
Like, bro, that's what they do better than AEW. That's like the big one-up WWE has over AEW, is they actually make you feel like a true star right now with stories. Like, it's like everybody, dude. Like, what the fuck? These fans are something else, man.
I don't understand that whatsoever, man. And again, if she wasn't even seriously considering AEW, can you fucking blame her? Yes, have they had 2 great weeks of television going into All In? Yes, this is what it should have been last year. And I don't want to
The whole time.
And I don't want to get too ahead of myself because we still got a whole month and a half to go. But the way it's looking, this is what I would have done for the card. This is exactly what I would have done for the fucking card. Not saying that they always have to go with what I would go with, but I mean, bro, this is literally going perfect. This is going perfect into All In.
Pre-ramble show would be much better, but it's been really good so fucking far, man. Like, what the fuck?
Man, bro, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they have had 2 great weeks of television on AEW. And I hope they keep it up. But if you look at the past summer, aside from these past 2 weeks, can you blame Stephanie for going to WWE? I fucking sure in the fuck can't.
No, exactly. You really can't blame her. Like Bell says in the comments, the only people that have a reason to be annoyed is if you bought tickets for one of those shows and now you don't get to see her. I'd be annoyed too. But other than that, you just sit down and watch, bro. There's nothing else to do.
Exactly. And that's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct, Bell. Yeah, I definitely agree, man. I definitely agree. If you bought a ticket to see Stephanie and she just, up and left, that sucks. And you definitely have the right to be upset as we were kind of in that situation, a couple months ago with Roman Reigns. We wanted to see Roman Reigns. You know what I mean? We wanted to hear the theme song. I wanted to, see him while he was, on this, fucking tribal run that he was on as the, as the 4-year champion or whatever. We didn't get to see him. You know what I mean? So that sucks. I really thought he would pull up for Survivor Series, being that it was a big 4. We didn't get to see Roman. So that sucked. But I understand. If you're a fan, and you were upset by Stephanie, if you were upset by her, leaving the company, man. But yeah, I mean, these like I said, bro, these fucking neckbeards sitting around, pissed off, that they, she didn't choose their company. I don't fucking get it, man. I don't get it. And again, if she didn't seriously consider AEW, their television from March, like mid-March, and even in the beginning of March, that was 2 to 3 good weeks of Dynamite that we got, and then it completely went to shit. The whole summer, the whole fucking, the whole beginning of the year, most of it at least, it was shit. So how do you fucking blame her for not wanting to go to AEW, or not wanting to even consider AEW? I honestly don't even fucking blame her, man. I really don't.
No, I really don't. I think she's making a good decision for her, and I'm excited.
Absolutely, man. So that is the news on Stephanie Vaquer leaving New Japan, CMLL, AEW, all of the above, and moving on to greener pastures in the world of wrestling entertainment. So yeah, man. More news on AEW's women's division, and I get kind of AEW's women's division. And according to USA Today, in an interview she did with USA Today, Stephanie had problems with Rouge. Did she really? I might have to look into that. I wonder. Oh,
let's check that out.
Rouge was talking about her personal life. I'd have a problem with him too.
Oh, fuck yeah. What are you talking about me for? Dang, you ain't doing nothing on TV. You ain't got no room to talk. The fuck out of here.
I don't. Okay.
This is not how it works, bro. I'm coming at you.
Wait. Dragon. Oh, Dragon. Oh, I thought you were saying Dragon Lee is her brother. Interesting. Might have to look into that. I have to look into what happened with her and Rouge. But According to an interview that CJ Perry did with USA Today, she says, "My time with AEW is finished. I'm really focused on finding talent and cultivating them and helping them become the best wrestler and champion possible. I guess you could say I want to be the Paul Heyman."
Oh, good lord.
Ah,
We have many steps to go from that one. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about being Paul and whatnot, but Paul is the GOAT. We all know Paul is the GOAT. This man single-handedly carried the Mr. Headset, you know, taking the orders at McDonald's. Yes, he I don't know. Paul Heyman was out here. Paul Heyman was out here literally since WrestleMania carrying the fucking story of the bloodline, man. I mean, that man was putting it down. Absolutely putting it down was Paul Heyman. But I don't know about that. I mean, she could want to be the next Paul Heyman, but I'm telling you, bro, I think we got a long fucking way to go. But CJ Perry's time with AEW is finished. I'm telling you right now, man, as soon as she was divorced from Miro, the deal was sealed. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, fuck yeah. 1,000%.
Yeah, I mean, they brought her in. To be honest, bro, I don't even think Miro ever needed her to begin with. I enjoyed when they were talking about CJ coming in 2021 and being put with Miro. I did not want that. I thought the God's favorite champion shit did not need her. And it clearly didn't, because he had that run, he lost the title, and he did the whole run without her, and it was fucking fantastic. It was fantastic without CJ Perry. When she was brought in, they didn't really do much. She turned on Andrade, and it seemed like she was going to be put with Miro, and then we did not see them again until she ultimately, you know, it came out that she was divorcing, you know, Miro and stuff. So, yeah, and then that was literally the last we've seen of Miro. That was the last we've seen of CJ. And then, obviously, there was the rumors that she was, you know, dating bisexual Undertaker, bisexual Puerto Rican Jack Swagger. There was the rumors of that. I don't know if there was any truth to that, but
I'm not even gonna say that. But it's interesting, man. It's interesting. Where's Miro been, man? Where's that man been at?
If I'm him, I'm strangling Tony Khan, because this is ridiculous.
No, 100%, dude. It's so fucking ridiculous. I mean, she's gone from AEW. It is what it is. She wasn't doing much anyway, but bro, where's my man Miro at, dog?
Get this guy the fuck out of there. I mean, how many times do I say it, bro? We need people on SmackDown. Come on, man.
Fucking Miro, dude. Let's get it.
I mean, Miro, Keith Lee, Malachi, Buddy Murphy. I don't fucking know. Half of the fucking roster at this point, honestly. But yes, CJ is done in AEW. I did not care to see her in AEW at all anyway. However, I do wish her the best, and I hope she finds greener pastures somewhere else.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
So, also, I guess, staying on the topic of AEW's women's division, Jamie Hayter, according to Fightful Select, man, matches. Great. Why the fuck do we start with matches? Why do we always start with matches, bro?
AEW, man, what do you expect?
Golly. Matches have been pitched for a possible Jamie Hayter return, according to sources. There hadn't been much movement on her return until this spring, when she was at an AEW show getting her physicals.
Classic AEW.
Jamie went out as a champion. Well, you know, she dropped the belt, but she had to drop the belt because of injury, right? So You know,
Exactly.
odds are she would have continued on as AEW Women's Champion, but she went out basically as a champion, basically. Bro, how the fuck? How does Jamie Hayter go out and you don't have a fucking remote idea on how you want to bring her back, maybe what you want to do with her, maybe who you want to have her feud with when she comes back? Nothing. No movement whatsoever on her return. What?
No story to set up, nothing. Just, hey, who can we put her against? Doesn't fucking make sense, dude. It's so sad to see, because she could have such great stories when she comes back.
Oh, dude, she really could. She really could, man. She really could. And how you have somebody like Jamie Hayter who has been one of the, ever since she got hurt, people have been like, yo, when's Jamie coming back? When's Jamie coming back? As soon as the year started and we were going into Revolution, when are we going to see Jamie? We're going to see her at Forbidden Door, Double or Nothing, Revolution, this, that, All In, blah, 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 blah. Bro, All In is coming up. Are you telling me Jamie Hayter is going to miss All In for the fucking second year in a row? Unless they bring her back at All In, maybe to screw over Britt Baker, huh? Maybe that could be something there. Boom, Tony. Right. I just fucking booked that for you on the fly. Maybe something like that. But the fact that there were no movement, not so much of a thought about her return until the spring. I mean, come on, man. You did. As soon as Rhea got hurt, there was they set it up perfectly with the revenge tour and Liv Morgan trying to weasel her way into the Judgment Day. I mean, nothing. You didn't even have a fucking. I mean, come on, man. This is Jamie fucking Hayter we're talking about. This isn't Layla Hirsch. No disrespect to, mini Shayna Baszler, but I mean, come on, bro.
No, literally though, it's like, what are you guys? You just sitting there, just not thinking about her return in general, man. It's so frustrating.
I don't get it.
No, I really don't understand.
Yes, actually, Logan. I'm glad you said something about that because, according to WWE have announced that the newly signed Stephanie Vaquer will be appearing on live events in Mexico this weekend. So, damn.
Well, already getting to it.
Yes, I'm excited, I'm excited to see what she does, man. I'm very excited to see what she does. Yeah, but for Jamie, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. I don't understand how this wasn't how this wasn't a at least so much of a thought in anybody's fucking head. I really don't understand. But she's, like I said, she's been one of the most anticipated returns. People love Jamie Hayter. Jamie is fantastic. She holds the best AEW women's match in AEW history against Toni Storm from Full Gear when she won the title. Jamie's great. I can't wait to see her back, and I really hope that Toni gets out of the fucking match. We need to put her in a match. No, let's tell a fucking story with Jamie Hayter. How about that?
What's that?
The fuck?
Hopefully they get it right, man, and hopefully they do get her return right, man. I hope they do.
God, this guy makes himself out to be such a doofus sometimes. Matches. Oh, the AEW news is not over. And we're going to end with the positive piece of AEW news. Well, not positive for AEW television, positive for me. But this isn't it. This isn't the story. So the next story, Tony Khan has announced last night on Twitter that
Shocker.
Tomohiro Ishii will be staying with AEW for the rest of the summer. This is great news for AEW fans. Is it really?
Is it really though? I noticed them in that fucking random ass match on Dynamite. I was
Dude,
like, wait.
I, Dynamite this week was great. Don't get me wrong.
But that one part of it, bro, I
When
didn't even notice them when the match first started. I was like, Jane, what is this match of like random AEW people? It wasn't until halfway through the match that I noticed. I was like, wait, why the fuck is he here? What the fuck?
dude, they came up. Hold up, they came up with some crazy. They come up with some crazy name for that for that 4-way. Let me see what they named that, because I remember I was looking at it and just thinking to myself, "Oh brother, what is
No, exactly,
what is
bro.
Tony Khan doing?" Oh,
The
the he was a part of the Global Glory 4-way.
Glory
The
4-way?
the Global Glory 4-way.
That sounds like not a great thing to title something. That sounds like something some fans would love. But
So I want to go back to my Forbidden Door notes. In the open of Forbidden Door, correct me if I'm wrong, but they said in the open to Forbidden Door that this was the one night a year that the Forbidden Door opened. And it looks like it's staying fucking open all summer. So that doesn't make any sense. As for Ishii, I mean, it's I mean, listen, man, no disrespect, man. I respect the guy's work. But I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what is it? What the fuck is he
why?
staying with it? What do we do? This is why Forbidden, if you brought Ishii back once a year at Forbidden Door, and, maybe for Wrestle Cream or, whatever you got going on, if you brought him back then, maybe people would actually be like, oh shit, Ishii's here, he's going to be facing this guy or whatever. Okay, this is great, cool. This is why. This is why nobody cares about Ishii. This is why nobody fucking cares about Suzuki. This is why nobody fucking cares about half of these guys. This is why nobody cares about anybody. This is why nobody this is why nobody cares about the Forbidden Door anymore. This is exactly why. Because people are staying all summer. What is it? What are we taking, a fucking field trip? I mean, come on, man.
He's staying at his friend's house for the fucking summer. Like, like, I don't get it. Like, dude, just close the Forbidden Door and I'll fucking feel special for a little bit.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. At this point, you might have a better concept of, for Forbidden Door, you just keep it a strictly AEW show. That might be for more forbidden than what we get every fucking June for Forbidden Door. Next year, Forbidden Door introduce a new concept where it's a strictly AEW only show, because that is the door that is forbidden nowadays.
Oh, exactly. Does not make fucking sense, dude. And the funniest part about it so far this year, Forbidden Door was the most AEW versus AEW show we got. What the fuck?
Oh,
Good lord.
I don't know, man. So
But we got Ishii. So, let's go, I guess, for some reason.
I don't
Don't know
fucking
why,
know anymore.
but we got it.
Yeah, exactly. Bell's calling it the living room door. Me and Sir K refer to it as the bedroom door. I mean, come on, man.
Forbidden Board, Forbidden Snore. It's anything but special, dude.
Come on, man. ECE is taking a field trip to AEW for the summer, and I don't know who the fuck asked for this.
I just hope bro packed enough, socks and shit.
I fucking certainly hope so. Man. the last piece of AEW news before we get on to kind of, I guess, a AEW and WWE piece of news. Let me just make sure. Okay. Yes. According to PW Insider, Samoa Joe was likely written off of AEW television this week because he will be returning for the second season of Twisted Metal, which will begin shooting in Toronto later this month. According to numerous sources in the entertainment realm, the series is scheduled to film at least through October, although there will be breaks in between certain episodes. First gripe, AEW television. Tony, you couldn't have put Samoa Joe in intriguing shit before we filmed Twisted Metal? You have to choose to now, when he's actually one of the best parts and one of the glimmers of hope on AEW television. Now you want to do this? Now you want to make him an intriguing part of TV? I mean, he was AEW World Champion, so I guess, but I'm talking about the time period he came back, and between the time he came back and before he formed the alliance with Hook. You couldn't have made him intriguing then, but I guess I do like it because it does build intrigue for his inevitable return to the company. So
it does. I'm excited. I know you're excited. I know you're fucking incredibly excited. But I'm excited for his return, man. I can't wait.
100%. Now on to the other aspect. Samoa Joe. I know the series films through October. Logan, I'm about to take your wrench away. I know the series films through October. Joe, if you need to take as much time as you need to get this right and to really film the shit out of this series, please, by all means, you could take as many breaks. You could be gone for a year if you're filming this shit. As long as this shit comes out good. And, bro, I'm telling you, based off what the cliffhanger they left us with at the end of episode 10 of season 1 with fucking Dollface catching up, quiet and whatnot, and, telling her she was looking for her brother, John Doe, bro, that was fucking nuts. So if that, expands at all on what season 2 is going to look like, it's going to be tournament mode. I really hope they don't start killing motherfuckers off. I really hope their cars just get fucked up or something, because I at least need like another season out of this at best. I think the first season, we kind of set up the story and we kind of told the story and we built relationships. Season 2, I could see that being, obviously it's going to be tournament mode. So I think that's going to be more action heavy, mixed in with a good amount of story. Season 3, I'm going to need them to kind of close the chapter and write off the stories they've told. I don't want to see this end at season 2, but he's going to film Twisted Metal, bro. Samoa Joe's going to kill it. Sweet Tooth, bro. That's my dog, bro, okay? He's going to kill it in that role as he did in season 1, and he's going to do great. He's going to do fucking great. And he's going away to film Twisted Metal, and man, if there has never been a more okay reason to step away, it is now. Because, motherfucker, we're back. And that shit's probably getting to us mid-2025. Bro, that year is going to be a movie. The Cena retirement tour, GTA 6, Twisted Metal Season 2. I mean, this shit's just going to be going brazy, bro. It really is. But this is... If there was a time to be more compassionate with somebody stepping away from AEW or WWE television, now is the time. Okay, we're getting fucking glasses up, or in this case, cans up for Twisted Metal Season 2.
Let Samoa Joe take as fast as he's possible and rush through production. Let's get it.
Absolutely not. I don't even know why I just took a sip. I wasn't drinking to that.
No, he was. The production just go incredibly fast and whatnot. But it's exciting. Can't wait to see Samoa Joe back, and I can't wait to see how the show
Twisted
turns
Metal
out.
Season 2. Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's going to be a
There you
banger.
go.
It's going to be a banger. Absolutely tremendous. Tremendous
Oh,
work. Tremendous work they did. Man, I mean, golly, what a great show. Right? What a great show. Wow.
yeah.
All right, man. So that's the news on Samoa Joe going away to film Twisted Metal. Honestly, bro, as for AEW television, if we just have to see Hook and Shibata versus the Learning Tree, this is horrible. This is horrible news. Unless, I know they threw a fireball in Hook's face, unless, bro, Hook is leaving. Could be. Maybe Samoa Joe comes back to a completely different, atmosphere or whatever. Yeah.
I'd be down for that. Let that man go to NXT, bro. God damn.
Yeah.
Teach him more than a fucking suplex.
For the love of God. For the love of God, man.
Hell.
Somebody help him.
Somebody teach this poor kid.
Somebody get him a map. Bro. All right. The Motor City Machine Guns. So, earlier this week, Alex Shelley took to Instagram to salute the independent scene, stating that he has had his last match for Beyond Wrestling for a while. Whilst WWE Tag Team Champion Tommaso Ciampa took a picture of the Motor City Machine Guns and posted it on his Instagram story, prompting fans online to believe the former TNA World Champions, the former TNA World Tag Team Champions, have reached a deal with WWE. Fightful Select have stated that MCMG have indeed been in discussions with both of the major companies, but cannot comment on where the team has signed deals anywhere or not. Reports in April suggested that Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin were close, very close to signing with All Elite Wrestling, whilst the duo have previously wrestled one match for the company. However, as seen as with numerous free agents in 2024, nothing is confirmed until you see them officially promoted by a major company or appearing in ring. And that is the reason Bell always puts it in chat. We always say it, but a lot of times with people and their negotiations, a lot of times, bro, you can't believe the shit until you see it. You know what I mean? With like guys like CM Punk, everybody wants to speculate. Did he sign? Did he sign? Did he sign? He could have, but again, there's always the chance that bro's just chilling on his house in Chicago. So, there's always that chance as well, but there's always that chance as well. So that's why you never know, man. But again, speaking of that, a lot of people thought, MCMG was going to AEW. That would be fucking horrible. It would be good on paper for their tag division, but AEW wouldn't do shit with them. Let's face it. Look, there's honestly on AEW television nowadays, there's probably like three tag teams that exist that are regular figureheads on AEW television. FTR, which now they're injured, but regularly speaking, huh?
They came back. I don't know if it's like some live show or like on a dark match, but they came back. Fucking FTR Gunn was absolutely yoked.
FTR Gunn, really?
Yeah, apparently he's absolutely yoked now. I saw a picture. Shit's insane.
Well, Gunn and Bald are back. But the Acclaimed, and that's probably only because they're feuding with the Young Bucks, and that's the other team. There's probably about 3 tag teams that are actual staples on AEW television. Meanwhile, they have a bunch of them. They have the Righteous that are just... God, I seriously resent WWE for not putting them in NXT. If you're not even going to put them with Bray, don't tell me you can't use Vincent and Dutch. I mean, come on.
come on, it would have been so good. Dude, imagine them with Bo, dude.
Oh, dude, them in the I mean, I love the members of the Wyatt Six, bro, but them in there too, man, that shit would have went. The group would have probably been a little too big, but I mean,
Yeah, you'd probably have to switch some people out. I mean, I think people like Joe Gacy could have survived by himself. So you got some people you could switch out, but
man,
man,
even just as a tag team,
like, bro, come on, I want to see their great, bro.
dude.
Oh,
You got the
man.
Righteous, you got Top Flight. I think they just signed Mason Mansoor. Well, I think they're on ROH, but still, I mean that's
It's
fucking
real. Same
basically
thing.
AEW's Performance Center. You got Top Flight, Private Party, the Righteous. I mean, dude, there's so many tag teams, you know, and they don't use them. They don't fucking
No,
use them. It doesn't make sense, man. It does not make sense. But Motor City Machine Guns, if they're gonna have, you know, if they're gonna have the best chances to keep their head above water, WWE's tag team division also sorely needs tag teams. So, I mean, if you look
they
at the
do.
Raw tag division, I think they could do well on there. You look at the SmackDown tag division, I think they do well on there too. So, you know, it's
Versus DIY, that shit would hit.
yes, that would be very good. But as for the Motor City Machine Guns, I think they should go to WWE, but it's up to your guys' opinion and interpretation on where you think they would go. Personally, man, I think they would do best in WWE. Plus, the style is a lot lighter over in
It is.
WWE as well.
Exactly. So that's where I would go. But it's interesting, man. I can't wait to see where they end up, dude.
Definitely, man. Speaking of some injuries, man. Actually, no, never mind. To keep the theme, let's go ahead and talk about somebody who actually is confirmed to be staying with WWE, and that is none other than Finn Balor. According to WTS, in a recent interview that Finn Balor did with them, Finn Balor confirms that he signed a 5-year extension with WWE. He says, I have expressed my opinion to the office. I would love to get that Gunther match in the future. Why the
Got it at fucking should have got it at SummerSlam, dude. Oh my god, we could have. Could have just put the fucking briefcase on. God fucking damn it. You guys gonna have to wait fucking 8 years for that fucking match.
Ridiculous. I have expressed my opinion to the office. I would love to get that Gunther match in the future. So fingers crossed, I've got 5 years on my new deal. So we can get it done in the next 5 years. He says, yes, another extension for 5 years. Finn Balor, staying with WWE. A lot of people, I remember earlier this year, Fergal Devitt is all elite. Prince Devitt is all elite.
Well, that ain't happening, but look to them.
Yes, it is not happening. It is not happening. Finn Balor is staying in WWE. Finn Balor is a Triple H guy through and through. I want to see him do more with Finn. I want to see Finn get that world title, that Prince type title reign that we've seen him get in NXT. I need to see it. I need it desperately, and I really need Triple H to give it to us, man. I really need him to give it to us because you're leaving a lot of money on the table with Finn Balor, with Finn Balor, not being a world champion. Whether he's babyface or heel, it honestly doesn't even matter, bro. But yes, I also need that Gunther match as well. So, so yeah, man. Yeah, Finn Balor staying with the WWE, and this is something that I fully expected, and it is a 5-year deal at that.
Exactly. So that's great. Love to see that. I'm excited for that. And 5 years is probably over with the Gunther match knowing Triple H. So should have got it this summer, but we're not. So I can't wait.
Definitely, man. Moving over to some injury news. Injury news, man. It always sucks. Well, for some people, some stories are good, some stories are bad. Starting off with the good ones, man. Julia. Tokyo Sports have revealed that Julia is cleared for action and can now wrestle. She is good to go for her match against Suri this weekend and future events. I don't know if her match with Suri is somewhere in Japan, but either way, obviously this means that I'm assuming her NXT debut is imminent. And what I can honestly see is whatever takeover or whatever NXT pay-per-view is around SummerSlam, I could see Julia taking the title from Roxanne and Roxanne getting called up somewhere after SummerSlam.
I could definitely see it, man. I could see it, but I'm excited. Julia, man, she's coming back. She's coming back from injury, and can't wait to see her get started in NXT.
Definitely. Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate confirms he has underwent surgery to correct his injury. He suffered a torn pectoral and tendon. The estimated recovery time is 4 to 6 months. If it is serious, he could be out for up to 9.
Hey, that sucks, dude.
Man, I was asking myself a lot, where the fuck is Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne? Where is New Catch Republic? And earlier this week, we got our answer. Pete's still on television, which I love that. But man, Tyler Bate, man, this really sucks, man. This really sucks. A lot of things suck in this situation. It sucks that he got injured, and it also sucks that literally the whole time before he got injured, WWE just did a whole lot of nothing with New Catch Republic, and it's coming at the same time where they need tag teams. So I don't understand why we're in such a tag team drought. I think a lot of it has to do with wasting, the tag team titles on the Awesome Truth, and we got our Mania moment, but then they went on to hold the titles and way overstay their welcome and do nothing. Meanwhile, teams in the division are there and doing nothing. This is a roster of a tag team division that has JD McFlurry and Finn Balor, New Catch Republic, Authors of Pain, New Day. I mean, there's more. You have more than enough tools to make good on, and you do nothing with them. You do nothing. You got the Wyatt Six that we need to get in there soon. You know what I mean? We got to get them in the tag division. I don't know who the tag team is. Personally, I would maybe do something of Rowan and Dexter, maybe, and then have Joe Gacy and Bo Dallas be the singles guys. I would do something like that. I think that, that would probably be best. But again, we have more than enough tools. And what do? Jack fucking shit. As for SmackDown, not to mention they have, you could make a team. You could make teams out of LWO. You know what I mean? You could maybe do like Joe Kwan and Dragon Lee. You could do Ray and Dragon Lee. You can make do on what you have. And then same thing with SmackDown too. You have the Street Profits or the Unevolving Profits on there that you could certainly do something with. You have the Bloodline, but you need to get fucking God in there to legitimize these fucking guys, because all anybody remembers is Tongaloa looking like he just fucking got CTE at Money in the Bank, looking like he's fucking out of this world over there with Matt Riddle in a different dimension. You got Bloodline, you get in the tag division, you got DIY, you got there's another DIY, Waller in Theory, but obviously they were gonna break up. The Street Profits you got over there. Yeah, this is exactly why I say a team like Motor City Machine Guns should go to SmackDown, because
Exactly.
good lord,
They're fucking deadly needed, man. But it sucks with Bate. Hope he gets back soon because we need that tag team, dude.
And then again, too, if you think SmackDown is soon going to be getting teams like the Usos back, you know, I think Jay's going to be over there soon. And oh man, overall, yeah, you get the point though. But when Tyler Bate was here, we didn't want to do shit with him for no reason. Even though him and Pete Dunne are a great tag team, which that's a whole nother problem. Why isn't the tag team Tyler Bate and Trent Seven? I mean, why did we let Trent Seven go?
I don't get it.
Speaking of letting teams go, when the fuck is Nash Carter's deal or Zachary Wentz up with TNA? Because holy shit, would MSK be and even if they did want to get Trey Miguel, you know, he would be a nice addition to the mid-card scene as the singles, or I even really like Wes Lee as the singles.
Great.
I think Wes Lee is fantastic, man. So even if you wanted to do something there, you know what I mean? I mean, I would definitely like to see this kind of stuff because we need it. So honestly, bro, if I'm WWE, I'm looking to get the Rascals or MSK back imminently. And even if that means buying out their contracts, oh fucking well. Because holy fuck, do these tag divisions need it.
Oh, they fucking do, man. They fucking do, but I wish the best for Bate in his recovery. And please let them get Motor City Machine Guns, man, please.
Absolutely, it sucks, man. I want to see Tyler Bate come back. I want to see him do great things because I remember watching this dude when he was fucking freshly 18 years old, and I was 16. Tyler Bate is incredible. He's been one of my favorite UK talents that came out of that original, you know, UK crop of guys that WWE recruited. And please, can we please do more with Tyler Bate? He is too fucking good for this shit.
I'm telling you.
So that is the news on Tyler Bate and Tyler Bate and his injury, man. Speaking of some more injury news, Jim Uso.
Jim Uso.
My man Jimmy. PWN is reporting Jimmy Uso has been medically discharged. He has been cleared and will be able to return to the ring. He will be returning to television to WWE programming as soon as this week.
Man, oh man, it's happening.
Man,
Tribal Fraud's about to get his first lick of the old bloodline coming back.
Dude, this is gonna be awesome. Jimmy's coming back soon. Whether it's tonight, whether it is in a couple weeks, I don't know, man, but I could see him being the first one to try to take down the new bloodline, and then obviously he's going to fail. You know, maybe we get, then Roman coming back, and then maybe we get them to finally convince Jay to come back. Maybe something along that lines, bro, but Jimmy's coming back, and man... I can't wait. Dude, I'm so excited. So excited for Born a King to start playing, bro. Because if you listen to the lyrics of Born a King, it talks about fighting against his family tree, bro. So obviously, yes. And he's fighting against the McDonald's branch of his family tree. So
New franchise of the family, man. McDonald's, Burger King, Dairy Queen, they got them all.
Absolutely, man. So, that is the news, man, on Jimmy Uso being cleared, man. Medically discharged. And I guess having a possible return to WWE very, very soon, man. So I'm very excited for that. We got news on John Cena. And just a little cliff notes. We did go over it on the Money in the Bank review a little bit, but the official cliff notes for John Cena's retirement tour. He plans to work 30 to 40 dates from January to December in the retirement tour. He's still going to be juggling other things in there. I'm assuming that means, Hollywood stuff. He will remain in the WWE family after his in-ring retirement. He will no longer wear the jorts after he retires. He's going to be suit and tie John Cena. That's going to be really fucking weird. WrestleMania is not his retirement match. It will just be his last in-ring competition, or it will be the last time he competes at a WrestleMania 2025. He said the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank are possible paths for him to get his 17th title reign, and he wants to contribute and help future generations. So those are the cliff notes that John Cena talked about for his retirement tour, and it's looking to be a good one, man. God forbid, I wish somebody would have asked him this, but like, let's just say he gets injured. God forbid, but let's just say he gets injured. And let's say this bleeds into 2026. If he gets injured for the later half of 2025, is he just going to come back in 2026 to just do the one last one? Or it's very interesting as to how all that's going to work. Just in case, worst case scenario, nobody hopes for that. But let's say he gets injured in the middle of 2025. Is the match he got injured in his last match if he doesn't make it back by the end of 2020, by the end of the year? That's something that's a little interesting to see, and I wish somebody would have asked him that. But who knows? But it should be interesting, man. But those are the cliff notes, man. And obviously, I hope he doesn't get injured. I hope everything goes off without a hitch. But nonetheless, I'm very excited for the farewell tour.
No, exactly. I'm really excited for the farewell tour. Whichever one shows up in Chicago, we will probably be there, man. All of us. It's gonna be fun, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's gonna be sad but fun.
Absolutely. We got news on WWE and more production elements they're trying to add to the show. WWE is looking to get more intuitive with their production style. There has been an idea of doing a ref cam that is possibly to be introduced, that is possible to be introduced in the future. Like
a body cam on the ref?
Yeah. That was the thing, which sounds weird, because if they have a body cam, like in the middle of their chest, per se, they lay down to count. So, like, are we just going to be staring at the fucking mat as they're laying on the ground counting? Are they going to wear, like, the fucking, like those 2014 YouTube prankster glasses, where they got the glasses with the camera in it? Like, it's very weird to think about how that's going to go, and that it's going to be very interesting. And the other thing, the only thing I think makes sense is like a body cam, but like, what are they going to wear, a fucking tripod on them? Or like, are they going to wear like a vest with a camera on it? Like a police officer with the fucking body cam in the middle of their chest? Like, how's that going to work?
They gotta like slam their chest on the ground every time they count. Like, bro, it's not. I don't think that's gonna work. Even if they have a way to make it work, like, it's not a camera angle I would care to see. I would just see the fucking. I don't know. I don't think that would be a good idea. I don't like the sound of that. I don't think it's gonna work.
I don't think it's gonna work either. Are they gonna wear like a fucking giant brace on their head with a GoPro attached to it? Like
my old headset, or like, what are they fucking gonna wear, bro?
I don't know, man. I don't understand, man. And out of all the production things that they've tried, I'd be down for them to try this.
Yeah.
It's just something I don't think's gonna work. I mean, I'd be down to see it, but I just don't. I don't think this is something that lasts, to be honest. This is something that just sounds really weird.
No, exactly. It sounds real fucking weird. I don't understand, dude. I don't understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
what happens over one spot? You just get first person super kicked. I like what?
yeah. That was the other thing too. Is the refs go down all the time in WWE, like especially in the main event to a pay-per-view. The ref goes out. So what are we just gonna see him get a fucking first person Samoan spike? You
That
know,
would be funny, but still, like
and then
I don't understand.
we just see bro just laying on the outside looking up at what's going on. Like I don't know. Again, it's something I'd be open to seeing just to see how it happens, but I overall think this is something that doesn't last.
No, exactly. I don't think it would last. I mean, obviously it would be intercut with other cameras, like how they do now, but like, it's just a weird random angle. I don't think is necessary.
Definitely. Definitely, man. So, we got a date. We got a date for Netflix. So, we all knew that WWE is going to Netflix, but all they told us was January. They did not give us a date, but through Money in the Bank weekend, on SmackDown, on the Trons, a graphic did play. WWE comes to Netflix January 1st. So, it seems as if WWE will be taking it to Netflix on the very first day. Yeah, like I said, all we've known up until this point is January, but they didn't give us a concrete date, and now it seems January 1st. We are getting Netflix, or we are getting the first episode of Raw on Netflix, man. So there's that. So if you guys are, interested in the move to Netflix, January 1st, man, that's the official concrete date for the event.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm excited, and it's a good date, man. It's closer. Um, you know, it's that very starting next year. I'm really excited.
Definitely. Speaking of more announcing, on Saturday, October 5th, WWE has announced Bad Blood in Atlanta at the State Farm Arena. Like I said, on Saturday, October 5th. This is, I believe, 27 years to the date from the original Bad Blood event, which I believe is the place of the first Hell in the Cell match. There is the logo, as you see on your screen, man. Very, very clean logo. You see, like, all the, I guess, veins pumping the blood into the logo, and then you got the drop of blood in the corner of the D. You kind of see like a fingerprint. Like a fingerprint with some blood on that band, but this is very clean. This is very clean. I love this. I love this a lot. Like I said, man, very, very clean logo. I really like it, man. I really like it, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see what what is on the card, because this card is actually shaping up to be very, very good, man. So I'm excited to see what they have for the card. And they're already off to a great start with good logos and good graphics, and I'm excited to make graphics of our own for the show, because I think Bad Blood is going to be a very good show for what is shaping up for it.
Definitely, man. Definitely. I love the logo. I love the name. I love the vibe, and the show. It's shaping up to have a lot of Bad Blood feuds on it. So
Yes,
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited.
absolutely. Speaking of Bad Blood, one of the matches that I think are going to be on the show is a Hell in a Cell match with Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. But before we get to Bad Blood, 2 pay-per-views before Bad Blood is SummerSlam, which just so happens to come up in about 3 weeks. And what are CM Punk's plans for SummerSlam, man? Well, while speaking on the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer suggested that WWE might opt out of Drew McIntyre and CM Punk for SummerSlam, and they may opt in to a three-way match with CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins at the event rather than a singles bout. He speculated that there was a singles match between Punk and McIntyre initially planned. The intense build towards Rollins and Punk might ease off of it, and it remains, might ease off for it to be a singles contest, especially with SummerSlam approaching. Meltzer indicated that the expectation for Punk to face McIntyre at the event, the expectation is for Punk to face McIntyre at the event, but WWE could pivot to a three-way, adding Rollins to the bout and saving Punk and McIntyre for down the line. He says, so when the segment was over, I don't know, I thought they were probably going to do a three-way at SummerSlam if Punk is cleared, rather than a singles match. They were always going to do Punk and Seth, because it's been built up for a long time, but you don't need to go so hard in that direction. If it's going to be a singles match, because SummerSlam is only a couple weeks away, and it's certainly the expectation that Punk is going to be wrestling Drew McIntyre on that show, but they could go with a triple threat to maybe further build on Punk and Drew McIntyre. See, I get, wanting to maybe do the triple threat, because what do you do with Rollins at this point for SummerSlam? However, Meltzer thinking that, they can build further to Punk and Drew. I mean, what fucking further? I mean, how much further are we going to get? You fucked him over at Mania, Clash, Money in the Bank. We need to build further on this.
Threat. It's like, dude, you don't have to build fucking for months on end every single time. Sometimes little is enough, and I think they're going a little overboard with the build.
Yes, and like I said, the more they do this, bro, I hope you guys realize you are unintentionally making Drew McIntyre the babyface, because I feel more bad for him than anybody at this point. Yo, what up, Gotti?
What's up, Gotti? How you doing, man? But literally, how do you not feel bad for Drew McIntyre at this point?
Absolutely, but I could see them doing a triple threat, because we just had to keep the title on Damian Priest, so it's not like we could do Gunther and Rollins, which would have been the better match, whilst just doing Finn and Damian. But, what do I know? But, yeah, this actually may be their only option at this point. But here's the thing. How do you keep this feud as hot? You could do it at Berlin, but how do you keep this feud hot all the way up until Bad Blood? Because we know it's going to happen at Bad Blood, unless they do Rollins, Punk, and Drew at SummerSlam, then they do Drew and Punk at Bash in Berlin, and then they do the Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something they do, but I don't know. I could absolutely see them going with Punk, Drew, and Rollins at SummerSlam, and I could see Triple H wanting to do wanting to have Drew McIntyre have the victory in the bag and Punk screw him out of the victory at SummerSlam, further building the heat that is already there.
Exactly.
So
it's interesting what they want to do at SummerSlam, man. Just building more to something that already has enough build. Already had enough build by the last pay-per-view. You're doing it for another pay-per-view just to get to another pay-per-view. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I don't want them to overdo this so much that it kind of ruins. I don't want them to overdo this so much to where it kind of ruins the heat for the feud, to where people are saying, okay, are we ever going to get a match or a payoff to this shit, or are we just going to watch these two, fucking do shenanigans with each other? Also, the reason I could see them maybe wanting to do a triple threat is because it can kind of ease a little bit of the workload off of CM Punk. So
Exactly.
because the last thing you need is for him to get hurt again before these two have a one-on-one match, because good Lord, we'll probably have to wait another fucking 6 months on top of that for the match to even happen. So let's hope he does not get hurt again or anything like that. But that's the one thing that kind of scares me as well, is the more you dance around the one-on-one match, we all know it, bro. And, no disrespect, man, but Punk is injury prone. You know what I mean? And I would hate for something bad to happen before this match even happens, and then we have to wait even longer, and before any of this sort of stuff pops off. But I don't know, man. It's something that is a bit of a concern for sure.
It is, man. It is. I hope they do well by it.
Definitely. Speaking of more pay-per-views down the line. Down the line later this year, actually. Survivor Series. WrestleVotes reports that WWE has had conversations about possibly holding Survivor Series 2024 at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles. The projected date is Saturday, November 30th, as the Intuit Dome is expected to open very, very soon. I believe it opens in October. So the arena will be brand new. That's going to be the Clippers' new home, and the arena looks absolutely beautiful. And I think WWE likes to be the first to jump. They wanted to be the first to hold, something in SoFi Stadium, and I could absolutely see them wanting to be the first to hold a major event outside of, probably a Clippers game in the Intuit Dome. And I could see them wanting to set the attendance record in the stadium. So I could absolutely see that, and I think that would be a great venue.
I think so. I think it's going to be great. LA is great. I like the sound of it, man. I like the sound of it a lot. And people are, if it's LA, who can show up at that one, man? And I'm excited. Might get the ultimate Glazer. Exactly, dude. So I love to see it. And
With his gym
I'm
parked on the roof.
Parked right on that fucking roof, man. People gotta look it up all those stairs. But I'm excited. I like the sound of that, and I think it's a great location, dude.
Absolutely. So I remember we were hearing MSG could be a spot, but honestly, either of these sounds great, and I'm glad that WWE's keeping it to the big venues rather than holding Survivor Series in Fort Worth, Texas.
Exactly.
I'm very glad we're not doing pay-per-views. We're going with the Atlantas, we're going with, the New York's, Chicago's, Los Angeles, stuff like that. I can appreciate, but yeah, man. So again, the arena is beautiful. And I think that WWE is absolutely going to want to be some of the first to hold an event there. Or hold a record-setting event there. So I think it'll be good.
Definitely, man. I think it's going to be great.
Absolutely, man. So WWE has signed ESPN broadcaster Joe Tessitore. WWE took to their official website and announced that Joe Tessitore, a versatile, experienced television voice, will join the company as the new play-by-play broadcaster starting this summer. He will work alongside Wade Barrett and Corey Graves, while Michael Cole and Pat McAfee will continue their partnership on Raw. Triple H, the WWE Chief Content Officer, explained excitement about Tessitore joining the team, especially pointing out the ability to bring a big event feel to the broadcasts. He says, Triple H says, whether it's a world title fight that's got the globe buzzing or a college football rivalry that's grabbed the nation's attention, Joe's voice provides the big event feel. Each time each time he is behind the microphone, said WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque. We're excited for Joe to join the legendary WWE broadcast. To join legendary WWE broadcaster Michael Cole and our esteemed team to bring his signature energy and meticulous preparation to our WWE telecasts each week. I did hear a little bit of Joe's work, and I think he has a great voice.
Mm-hmm.
I think he has a great voice. I think he has a great voice, and I hope that he's able to. Apparently, I've heard that he's a big fan of wrestling. I've heard that he does, talk about WWE and praise WWE quite a bit. So Joe shared his enthusiasm to be a part of WWE with the following. He said, "It's an honor to be a part of WWE. The recent success and trajectory is undeniable," said Tessitore. "Being there at WrestleMania 40, one could feel it. From Cody, Seth, Roman, The Rock, to the creative and production. There are some of the very best storylines in TV. Corey Graves and Wade are absolute stars, and it is my privilege to join their team. Pat and Cole are magical together, and Cole is the greatest to ever sit in that chair." Might be onto something there. As a lifelong viewer, I'm humbled to join this team and to serve our fans. This is awesome. I actually love that they're getting somebody who loves the product. Because as we've known with the Aardvark or whatever, Adnan-Verk or whatever the fuck his name was, somebody get a boat or whatever he was fucking talking about. Jimmy Smith, dude, he was a decent, but you kind of fucking shoot yourself in the foot when a month into your run you talk about how you would never watch wrestling.
What an idiot.
I like that this guy's actually passionate about the product, and he's passionate about stories, and he's passionate about the talent, and he's passionate about it. And again, I heard his voice, and I've seen some of his work. I like him. A lot of times that doesn't always transfer over to being a good wrestling commentator, but I hope that he does it. Now, as for the three-man booth, I really don't like that. But with the rumors of Barrett wanting to get back in the ring, it could end up being Tessitore and Corey. And Corey's had to play play-by-play. Corey's better as a color commentator. So hopefully this gets shrunken down to Joe as play-by-play and Corey as the color. Sucks we don't get to see a guy like Morrow, but I'll take Joe because I like I said, I looked into a lot of his work, man, and he actually sounds very, very good, and he has a very good voice.
Exactly. I'm excited. I think this is going to go pretty well. So if you're not Excalibur, I think you're going to be pretty fine. But,
Fuck.
I think with the Wade Barrett situation, I could see this as a test to, get Wade Barrett back in the ring, and you still have, your commentary team. So I'm excited to see how this goes, man.
Absolutely. I actually think Wade would be very nice as maybe if you did want to take him off commentary, maybe as a backstage interviewer. I think Wade Barrett would be okay.
He'd be good at it in an off-screen backstage role. I think I would really like that.
WWE is, they're fine the GM game, but if you ever did need another GM, I think Wade would be a very nice GM. Just seeing how he acts with Drew McIntyre and mediating that whole situation, I think he would be very good in that role as well. But I'm excited to hear Joe Tessitore, and I'm excited to hear, what he brings to the table, man. So it's exciting.
I'm excited, yeah. Everything sounds good.
And the final story for today. Oh, Lord. The final story. What did you say?
Something I'm not excited about right here.
Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh. I thought I was reading some record low AEW ratings again. Never mind. It wasn't so
okay.
bad. It was like 691.
Oh, okay, that's bad.
Kind of their typical for today. Our final news story for today. According to PWN, a women's US and a women's IC title are in the works for one for Raw and one for SmackDown.
Let's just give everybody a title.
See,
I hate that.
oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. This is not what's needed.
Oh,
Again, if you want to do the shit in NXT, fine. Do it in NXT. Keep it low key. If you want to see how the concept works in NXT, okay. Do it in NXT. Whatever. Who cares? This is a major fucking problem. And I'm telling you right now, if they do this, the women's tag titles gotta go. I don't even know who the Fire and Dawn. They're not needed.
No.
Nor are women's mid-card titles, but if you do add these, the tag titles gotta go. They got to fucking go. Your divisions are not this big. They're not that big, bro. I mean, one women's world champion in the division of split rosters is fine. It's fine. You don't need Rhea Ripley as the world champion so you can have fucking Zoe Stark running around with a women's US title that means nothing.
Exactly. And although the mid-card titles will mean nothing, it will devalue the women's world titles. It's like, it's just a bad look overall.
You don't need titles for Charlotte Flair to run around with and Bianca Belair to run around with because they're not doing anything in the main world title scene. Also, I fear this is going to keep WWE from pulling the trigger on a lot of women. Imagine, let's see. For example, imagine Roxanne Perez gets called up and instead of WWE putting the Money in the Bank briefcase on her to get her a step closer to the women's title, they say, well, we don't think she's ready for all that. Let's just go ahead and give her let's fucking make her wait fucking 6 months to a year like we did LA Knight just to put the women's IC title on her. Bad move. Bad move. And this is something I fear would have happened to Tiffany Stratton if if she didn't win women's Money in the Bank. I could absolutely see them being, well, we don't think she's ready for the women's world title, so let's put the women's US title on her to get her ready for it. No. It doesn't make any sense. This is a problem. This is what I complain about in AEW. There's fucking 28 world championships on the show. And in WWE, I'm going to complain about the shit as well. Because not everything needs a main title and a mid title. No,
not at all.
Are we going to make mid-card tag team championships next? I mean, come on, bro. What the fuck? Not every division needs like 4 sets of titles involved in it.
Exactly. It devalues the main ones that are already there. It's just a bad system. I really hope they don't do this, but I think they will, and I'm not going to be a fan of it.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, what is next, bro? I mean, not every division again, it makes sense. World title, mid-card title. Okay, men's division. Your men's division is huge, right? Your men's division is huge, and it makes sense to have a championship to propel people to the next, championship. Your women's divisions are not that big. They're not that fucking big. And even if they were that big, the people in The women's mid-card scene, bro, they don't need a title. I don't care to see Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler and all these just side-ass characters running around with a championship that means fuck all. Just have them wrestle in side stories to propel them to the main event scene or to the women's championship. It don't make sense, bro. It does not make sense. And I'm not for this at all. I think this is going to add 2 championships that mean nothing on top of more useless titles.
No, exactly. I think it's completely pointless. It just bogs up everything, and it's gonna devalue the current ones, man. Oh, this person's not doing anything. Let's just put the one mid card championship on them. It's gonna be a bad system, and I don't think it's gonna work out.
I don't know either. I don't think so either, man. I don't think so either. This is something I've avidly been against happening because it's not fucking needed, bro. It's not needed. I mean, you got your main crop of women. You got your main crop. Like, for example, on Monday Night Raw, you got Liv, you got Rhea, you got Io, you got Lyra, and you got those 4 women, right? Those 4 women are basically your only ones that are, and like Becky, right? Even though she's out. Those are like the main women that I could see being a world champion. All the people outside that aren't quite there yet to being a women's world champion, they are, again, they're good. They have no business running around with a championship. Zoe Stark, Shayna Baszler, I know I got my Raw roster over here somewhere. Here it is. You got Ivy Nile, Katana, and Kaden. You got Kiana James. You got Kairi Sane and Dakota Kai. None of these people are fucking worthy of running around with a championship. And then as for SmackDown, you got your main crop of girls. Let me pull this one up now. You got your main crop of girls, bro. You got your Biancas, your Tiffany's, Nia, Bailey. I'm assuming Charlotte's going to be back in the fold. Naomi. You don't need, and then for your, I guess what would be considered their mid-card women, you got Candice, Tegan, I don't even know where the fuck she's been, Jade, Indy, Blair, Chelsea Green, and Piper Niven. None of these women are in the position right now to be running around with fucking championships.
No, you have to earn your championship. You have to feel special enough to have it. And we're just putting it on people, it means nothing.
Again, it's going to devalue everything about the championships. Keep a women's championship on each show so it is prestigious. No fucking point in adding more championship. Look at what this did for AEW. None of these titles mean anything. None of them. And I don't want to see that happen in WWE.
Fucking AEW has 3 men's mid-card titles. None of them really mean anything right now. It's insane. I don't want the same thing to happen with their women's division because their women's division is doing really good. Don't let this fuck it up.
I don't get it. But that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Newsman. This has been episode 222. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on today's episode of the Newsman. And thank you everybody who came out, man. Durante, Logan, Bell, thank you guys so very much for joining us here on today's episode, man. And it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
Johnny. Oh, fuck. I almost said your line. God damn it.
Man, he's too locked in, man. Give this man a break. Let's give Sirke a break, everybody. I don't know, man. I don't know what he's on today, man.
It might be the dumbest thing I've ever done on this show,
I'm
man.
Johnny Mayhem. Golly.
I mean, You go ahead again, and then I won't fuck it up this time, I promise.
That is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Sir K.
I'm Johnny Mayhem, I guess now. I'm sorry.
There we go. A little name change for you. Well, man. Okay. Are you ready now? Are you ready?
Okay,
You got
okay.
it together?
I'm ready. I won't fuck it up. No, I don't, but I won't fuck it up.
Okay. He's got it together, guys.
I do not.
All right, man. And with that, that is going to do it for this episode of The News, man. This has been episode 222, and it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
Ooh, there it is. And that is going to do it, man. Thank you guys so very much for joining us, man. Like I said, everybody who came out, man, thank you guys so very much. Thank you guys. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for the strap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when that what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone, the black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze cats till my clips is empty, don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
Here I am, I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter.